Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Lacoste and I'm back with another trading video. So hey, listen up. So in the previous video I did the one of yesterday. Yesterday I think. Yeah, yesterday. The one that got posted yesterday. I did just a little experiment. Not experiment, but it was just supposed to be me basically giving back or me gifting someone. So I put in, like, how should I put this? It's like an e-wallet voucher basically, which I put in the video, which you had to see, then redeem, then go to the ATM and just put in the code and you get the ZAR. So yeah, I did that in yesterday's video. I'm also sweating, it's hot. So yeah, I did that in yesterday's video, and I don't know, man. For me myself, it just feels good, man, because I just even recently received the notification from the bank itself. So I'll just put that here just to show that it was legit. So yeah, that was the notification. So yeah, I just wanted to say congrats to the person that won. And if you are watching this, just record a video of you basically just how you reacted basically, because I wanted to see, because most people thought it was fake basically. So yeah, let's hear it from you that won it. And in today's video I'm also gonna be doing that, but I won't say what the prize is, so it's basically just for you to see. But a little hint, no hint. So yeah, so today's video is basically just gonna be me explaining how I caught this trade on USDZAR basically, and yeah, how I just caught the trade, entered the trade, all that, managed it, and ended up with those kind of profits. So yeah, that's basically today's video. And yeah, if you are not subscribe to the channel, like this video and go back to the other videos and basically just watch them, just to get the overall not feeling, but just the overall understanding of what this channel is about. So yeah, with that said, let's get into the YouTube video. So yeah, I currently have the charts in front of Euro USD. So yeah, so first things first, what you want to do, or the first thing, I'm gonna split this into 5 simple steps. So the first step is basically gonna be finding or just going to the highest time frame basically to get the overall movement of the market, or the direction in which the market is flowing basically. So as I am on the daily chart, we can see that the overall movement of the market was in a downtrend basically. As you can see, it has been coming down. Let me just draw a trend line for some that don't understand. So we got the overall movement, which showed us that the market is in the downtrend. So after we collected that was our first point basically. So yeah, after getting that, we are basically gonna look for selling opportunities, or looking for sales in the market. So after distinguishing the direction which the market is going, which is in point 1, in point 2 we are basically just gonna be using a trading strategy. It doesn't matter which one it is, but we are gonna be using 1 or 2 trading strategies just to confirm the direction in which point 1 showed us, which is a sell basically. So we are just gonna be using a few strategies just to basically look for entry points, and yeah, just the perfect place to sell from basically. So after that said, I'm gonna go down to the 4-hour chart. Okay, no, first I'm gonna go back to the daily chart because I saw something beautiful which just directly told me that no, something good is happening here, something beautiful is happening here. So if I can just zoom out a bit, perfect. So it was around this areas we took the trade. So it was around this areas. If I can maybe just highlight it. Yes, it was around this areas we took the trade before any red candle or any bearish candle even came up, which is the red ones now. So we took the trade before we saw any bearish candles. So the first candle which indicated or which showed me that it might be, or the might, or euro USD might go in a sell, was a morning star basically. So a morning star is this green chart. Let me just zoom in. You see it's, let me remove this for now. So a morning star is this green candle stick, as you can see there, which most of the time indicates a shift in the market. In our case, it indicated a sell basically. So that was the first indication I got that showed me, no, we are supposed to be in a sell. So yeah, that's the first indicator or strategy, whatever you want to call it, I used to tell me that the market is gonna go to a sell. So yeah, now that that's said, let's remove this trend line and continue with the following strategy. So yeah, I came down to the 4-hour chart. So it was, these movements were not even formed yet, so we should just remove them or just forget about this part of the chart for now. So let me just do this. Properties. Where is it? Yes, fill. Okay, so let's forget about that side for now. So what's wrong with the charts today? It's acting weird. But yeah, so with that said, okay, so I came down to the 4-hour chart after that, or directly after I saw the morning star on the daily chart. So now on the 4-hour chart, we're basically just gonna be using a few strategies just to confirm the market which we anticipated or hoping what's the word I can use? Yeah, just the direction, just to we are basically just gonna be using a strategy just to confirm the sell basically. So the first strategy, or the second after the morning star I saw, was I used support and resistance basically. So I saw this level in the market as my resistance point. This was the highest point the market has done in a while basically. So this was a very interesting place for me. So let me just do this and select not fail. So yeah, so okay, make sure that it does. Yes, let me turn this off. Okay, so I'm just gonna construct it just to get the most touches. So yeah, okay, so this part we haven't seen yet, but it looks ugly. Let me just, okay, just so I can actually see what I am doing. So yeah, so I had that level drawn up. So now when the market approached it, say it was here now, this was around Friday, not Friday, so it was around Thursday or Wednesday. I'm not that sure, but it was basically around here when the market came to these areas. It showed me a little rejection basically. What I mean by rejection is it came there, or it came, as you can see, when before it even got to that area, you can see that it moved in a bearish or in a very bullish momentum. So meaning that it got to that area fast, or in a bullish momentum, if you guys can understand that, which most of you should. So yeah, it got to that level in a very bullish momentum. So after it got there in a bullish momentum, I saw that, no man, it reached this certain point, which is now my resistance point in the market. So when it reached this point, it started showing me a lot of candles, or it took a lot of candles not even breaking out of that zone. Okay, it broke out. Some people would have seen this as a breakout, but to me, I saw it as a fake out. Basically, I'm gonna be talking about fake outs in the preview or in the next video, so don't worry about that. Don't be the fake outs. No, don't be like that. Just relax. So yeah, after I saw this happening, so the market rejected, basically it rejected from that zone. So if you know that the market is rejecting a certain level, basically it's gonna go back the same direction it came from. That's point number one. So I had that was point number one. So okay, that was point number two actually. So we had the morning star, the first indication on the daily chart. We have support and resistance where it is at the resistance zone and it is busy resisting. So that's point number two, or that's strategy number two. And then the second one I saw was a double top formation, which you guys can clearly also see. Let me just remove this for now. So the following was a double top formation, and what I mean by double top formation is basically simple. We have one top here, we have the following top, or the second top here. So as most traders, as you will know, double top formation indicates that the market might sell. Let me just repeat that again. Double top formations indicate that the market might sell at that specific level. So now that you have that in mind, just hold on to that, because I have another strategy or indicator that showed me a sell. So that was now the third one, double top formation. So the third one was head and shoulders formation. So I saw a beautiful head and shoulders formation on the 1 hour chart. So let me just go down, because I'm currently on the 4 hour. So yeah, now on the 1 hour chart, I saw a beautiful double, or not double shiny, but I saw a beautiful head and shoulders formation. With that said, I saw, let me just draw it currently. So I saw this as the left shoulder from my side of the screen. So I saw this as the left shoulder. This was the head. Let me draw another one. This was the head. This is now the right shoulder, if I am correct. So yeah, that was what I saw. And so this, yeah, so I saw this basically. I saw a head and shoulders formation which was about to form. Keep that in mind. So yeah, the second one was a head and shoulders formation. And not to forget, we haven't, or this part of the market, which one? I'm on the I think this part of the market we didn't see yet. So it was still a formation, it was still busy forming basically. So yeah, this is what we saw. So it was busy forming while I saw it, so it wasn't formed yet. So yeah, that's the indicator, not indicator but strategy number 3 we had. So then the final strategy I used to determine this sell before it even happened was basically just a trend line breakout on the, I think, 1 hour chart. Yeah, on the 1 hour time frame, I saw a beautiful trend line breakout. So let me just draw that. So I saw this as my trend line on the 1 hour chart, just remember. And then after the trend line, so I had my first touch here. Let me just draw that also. Nope, where are you? Okay, so I had my first touch here. Come on, I don't know why the charts are acting up, or why my charts are acting up today. Shouldn't this be a circle? Oh yeah. So this, let me copy it. Can't I? Oh, that's weird. But yeah, so that was my first touch on the trend line. That was the first touch. This was the second touch. because we normally wait for 3 touches on the trend line before a breakout or before something big happens. Either it breaks out or it keeps that certain level and doesn't break out and just continues back up. So yeah, this was my first touch, second touch, and then the breakout happened on the third touch, which is here. Like I said, on trend line, for trend line breakouts, we normally wait for the third touch to happen, or on the third touch, that's where we place our trade. So yeah, so we had the first touch here, the second touch, and now we were at the third touch at this area. Let me just zoom in. So yeah, we had the breakout here. So our first entry was around this areas before the sell formation even happened, or it did happen because it showed me that the market is resisting basically. So, and it was at a strong level of resistance, or yeah, at a strong level of resistance, or at a key level in the market basically. So that was the first entry we took, which was around here. I also sent it in the free Forex group, which is, I'll just put a screenshot of it here. We did share it in the group before it even happened. So yeah, the breakout happened on the third touch, so it went up. So normally when breakouts happen, it breaks out, or yeah, the market breaks out of the trend line, then it goes back to that level again just as resistance. So it's gonna break out, then it's gonna go back as retracement. So on the retracement, that's where we enter into trades basically. So yeah, the market did break out. I'm also gonna show you my second entry. So yeah, the market broke out of the trend line here, then it went back for a retracement back there. So this was a beautiful trade. This was a beautiful and simple trade. So yeah, I had my box drawn up here. So as soon as the market went back for that retracement, I entered sales. I'll even show a screenshot. I maybe had 5 or 6 trades open just on this one trade, or on this one pair. So I had 6 just open because it showed me that no, this is a beautiful trade, because it had a lot of indications like the morning star, the support and resistance zone. It showed me, which it also failed to break, because it did break out, or we don't count that as a break because it's basically a fake out, but I'll be talking about those soon. So it showed me a lot of indication, head and shoulders. So this was a very simple trade, to be honest, guys. This was the easiest money I made. So yeah, after it broke the trend line, basically just it's busy going. As you can see, it's busy going. So yeah, this is the trade I took on Euro USD, which is basically, it's simple. If you just put these points together, which I spoke of, it's basically just breaking down the market into simple bits, which you yourself can just understand instead of drawing up a lot of charts. No, it's actually simple. It's actually simple, as you can see, or as I explained, you can see it's very simple. It's not that complex. So yeah, after I got the indication from all my strategies, which is now the trend line, the support and resistance, the head and shoulders, the morning star, it just confirmed that the market is gonna sell basically before the whole moves even happened now. So it was like this basically the day we took the trade, or the day I sent out the signal or setup basically in the groups. So yeah, it was like this. These moves didn't even happen yet. So now, after I used the strategies just to confirm the direction basically, now was to find the appropriate place or level to enter in, because you cannot just enter a trade on a higher time frame basically. So now I just basically had to scale down to the lowest time frame I can possibly enter a trade in, which is the 15-minute chart. So now when I was on the 15-minute chart, so just remember this, we didn't see yet. This is what I saw. So the first trade, I'll just maybe put the screenshot on. So the first trade we entered, I'm not really sure, but I think it should be somewhere here. Oh no, but it was at the double top formation. But the first trade we entered somewhere here, which was still busy fluctuating in negatives because market was still playing around at that level of resistance before it shot down. So the first trade we entered up at that areas, just from the support and resistance we basically had in the double top formation it showed, which was around this areas. So we entered our first trade roundabout. It's either at this peak or at this peak, but I'll just put a screenshot on the screen just to be sure. So that's where we entered our first trades. Then the second trades we entered after we had this beautiful trend line breakout at this levels. Let me just use the circle just to show the trend line breakout. I don't know why it's acting up today, but let me just get a new one. Okay, I don't actually even need that. So we entered the second trades now. This is where we entered all our other trades, which was at this level after the market broke through our trend line. And so we know after, because it was an uptrend in the short term for the trend line now. So we had our first touch, second touch, then on the third touch, which is currently on the screen showing now, this was our third touch. And most traders know that when using trend lines, the market or the big move is mostly on the third touch, which we are currently at, or which we were at. So this is where we just basically entered all our other trades, just clocking in, just entering the markets. And it was beautiful, guys. I cannot stress this hard enough, and I'm even currently busy sweating. It's crazy. Let me just but like I was saying, we entered at this level, or we entered all our other trades at this level, which the market ended up respecting and just shot down, came back up again, then shot down. And we are still anticipating to be in this same direction, at least until we hit because we did hit our first target or our first take profit. Let me just clean up so I show you where our first take profit was. So let me just keep the trend line. Just use this. So our first take profit was at this area, which we did break through even strongly. So then our second take profit is at this zone. Then our third take profit, which we are still looking for if the market still continues in the sell direction, which is this is our third targets now. So I'm not saying that we will be in a sell up until those levels. All I'm saying is that's where my analysis point out for me to exit this trade, which we did exit a few trades. Now we currently just have a few running, so that's a good thing. And we moved our stop loss to break even, just to not protect us, but basically just to give me assurance that in case the trade does go against us and ends up being a buy, I will still lock profits and I will still go home with profits instead of blowing an account or ending up in negative. So that's the main aim of being basically a forex trader, is to minimize your losses and pile up your profits. That's all we are basically doing, or that's all we basically want, is to lower our negatives and increase our profit. Basically that's what it means to be a profitable forex trader. So with all that said, that's basically all. And thank you for those of you that made it this far in the video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I cannot stress it enough. And don't forget, if you didn't get the code yet, or if you got the code yet, and if you are the first person that's watching this video, thank you. And also welcome, not welcome, but you're welcome for winning the prize you just won. If you didn't get it yet, or if you didn't see the little secret or surprise I had hidden in the video, just rewatch it again and you will see it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it. Trust me, you will enjoy it. But yeah, that's all basically, and it's been Mr. Lacoste, and peace.